Hey, I see that light. Thank you, thank you, thank you for tapping in, tuning in, sharing some positivity. Trying to get this poll up. There it is. Tapping into. Hey, what's up, Shaylee? She said, how's Bailee? Hey, Bailee. Bailee, come here. Bailee was maxing out. She cooling in the shade. Shaylee said, what's up? Shaylee said, what's up, Bailee? Right here. She's trying to stay in the shade. She's trying to stay in the shade. Whoa. Say hey, Mom. Say hey, Bailee girl. Alright. Welcome to another episode of Tangential Thoughts. She said thank you. Say thank you, Bailee. Say thank you, Bailee. Welcome to another episode of Tangential Thoughts. I'm your host, Q, the Energy Sage. And so, on Tangential Thoughts, we like to do a daily energy read to see what energies we may encounter, what energy we should embody, and how we can best navigate throughout the day. Alright, so I'm just getting tapped in and tuned in. I didn't even pull the decks out, so let me go ahead and get these decks out really quick. But tell me, how are we feeling today? What's the mood? What's the energy? What creative passions or projects are we thinking about? Is there any ideas that we want to talk about? Is there anything that you want to flesh out? Because I am a dream manifester. I'm a dream generator. I'm a manifest generator. So is there anything that you think about, man, I'm thinking about doing this. How do I make this come about? So if you got any of that, just put some energy. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? We here. We up. I'm getting set up. Okay. I like the fact that you know that, because I think some people don't even know that there's types of people, there's types of humans. Like we're all like, yeah, we're human, but we're all not the same type of human. Like some people are generators, some people are manifest generators, some people are reflectors, you know what I'm saying? Some people are just unicorns like that. And so I like the fact that you know what type of human you are. So that way that you can, because when you understand that, I mean, that allows you to generate and pull energy in a certain way, because you know how to use your power. How did you learn about that? What made you stumble across that? When did you learn that? Now, what does that mean? Teach me something. What you mean 3 out of 5? Or you, like, cause I be feeling on some stuff like when I look in the phone, like, yo, I could be this, I could be that, I could be, you know what I'm saying? Do you mean 3 out of 5 is in like you kind of resonate with 3 out of 5 of the human types? Do you feel like you embody a lot of those? Because if that's what you're saying, I feel like the same way. I feel like, yo, I could be sometimes on this, sometimes on that, and it just depends. I really resonate with a lot. Astrology for about 4. Oh, nice. Okay. See, you study astrology, I study numerology. So you will have numbers that you are as well. Okay, one of them is like subconscious type of energy. Another is out there. Well, hey, can you give me some advice of like if I want to start to get into astrology, what's the best way to like delve into it? Because I've studied numerology, for a few months or so. I'm not even gonna say like a whole year. I studied numerology because I was a math teacher, so I picked up on those energies a lot. But as I'm studying numerology was like, yeah, we're studying these numbers, but we can't, like, as we study these numbers, we have to mention astrology. We have to mention the tarot cards. Like they say, we can't get out of it. All my numerology books say we gotta talk about astrology and the tarot cards. Okay. Heretical investigator. Okay. Could you tell me how you're finding out these types of archetypes? Like, where are you getting these names, and to figure out, to attach the number to yourself? Because I know my life path, I know certain numbers that are attached to me. I do know certain numbers that are attached to my life path number, and my soul number, my life path number. I know certain numbers that are attached to me for my life path. I know, like, for one of them, like me going on the independent wave and project is how I'm supposed to live my life. So I do understand certain parts of it. I forget all of the names. I have it all written down in my other book. But the stuff that you're saying to me is like, these are new archetypes. So could you tell me like some type of book? Is it books or is it channels? What have you been reading? I think one of my most powerful numerology books was called The Divine Triangle. That was one of my most powerful numerology books that I was reading. But if you have some online resources that I can tap in and tune in with, I'll definitely make sure I look into it, because I think another thing I have to study is my astrological chart, because that thing is I think it kind of tells you, like, you know, if what type of lifestyle you kind of like manifested into or incarnated with. Because some people are supposed to have a more mystic, silent life, and some people have a public figure life, and it's just like, but that's in their astrology chart. So I haven't studied my chart. Like, I looked at it, and I think another thing that I've been going through is like, I accidentally sent like part of it to certain people. So I think like that they call that's bad feng shui. Like, you're not supposed to send your chart to people. They say that can, because they can try to manipulate things. Like, and at the end of the day, that's for anybody trying to manipulate your abundance that's been assigned to your life, that comes back on them. But it's just the fact that you even have to like kind of encounter and go through it, just because you might have slipped up. This is like pretty good free report for the human design. I will find it really quick. The heretical investigator is a human design. Okay. Yeah, I had never heard of that one. I had never heard of that one before. So yeah, if you could drop that into the chat, I'll definitely make sure I tap in and tune in with it. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate people who are able to share, who share their knowledge willingly and freely, because that's what we're about. Like, so we can continue to expand our mindsets here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into the reading. I got my stuff set up. All right. So, welcome to another episode of Tangential Thoughts. I'm your host, Q, the Energy Sage. And so, on Tangential Thoughts, we like to read the upcoming energies and see how we can best navigate throughout the day on our daily energy tarot read. As always, Tangential Thoughts is a guided journal that you can purchase on Amazon. It's filled with quotes. Some quotes you might have heard before, some quotes I heard in conversation. And then it also has my response to the quotes. So it'll be a quote, my response to the quote, and then it gives you space for you to journal and get down your own thoughts, ideas, manifestations as well, because things sit in the spirit, and then you can pull it from the spirit by speaking it and then writing it. And you know what I'm saying? Etching it into those stone tablets makes it that much real. And so the goal is that maybe one day we can get together. I can give you my copy of the book, and you can leave me a message and sign it. I can take a Polaroid picture of you and keep that memory in there as well. And so this guy right here was Mr. AG Let Him Know with the grill. He told me how to grill. He showed me how to grill. He showed me the grill he had, and I want that grill. That's one of my manifestations. I want that grill. I need that grill so I can start working with some of my other plans that I have. But the goal is that one day we meet together, we can take some Polaroids and take those into our book, sign each other's books, and just put some other little scrapbookings to help and capture our experience together. So if you would like to, if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for your continued love and support. If you are a new viewer, then consider subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. Those are free ways to support. It's a lot of playlists on the channel, and so I'm pretty sure if you look through the channel, you'll find something that you're interested in or something that you didn't know that you were interested in. So it's a ton of content on the channel. Please make sure you look out. I got a new short. I would appreciate and love it so much if you check out it's 3 shorts. They all say the same thing, but it's just different songs. If you can go to those shorts and like it, comment, share on it. That is one of the last things I just worked on. I was like on this freestyle distress artist. One of my friends, Kayla, she came through and she let me cut up her pants. She let me cut up her whole outfit. And then we put that video together. And then I'm going to come back and put a design on that shirt. So if you can go there and share some likes, comments on that, that would be awesome. Share that video, send this to people that are like, hey, what you think about this? You know what I'm saying? Just getting the conversation going and making it roll like that. All right. That is it. All right. And then other ways that you can support. If it's on your heart and mind, then you can feel free to bless the Cash App as well, and that goes to more resources for gas and food, so we can keep this thing rocking and rolling. All right, so I'm definitely gonna be on the lookout for that website, because if you are interested in human design, figure out what type of design that you have. It's powerful to understand that, because then you can understand how you can manifest and how you can move throughout the world, and how you're supposed to, you know what I'm saying? It's just working with your power. It's just working with your power. It's on some, if you're a water bender and you trying to bend fire, you know what I'm saying? You be sitting there, you be stuck all day. But if you come and look at things like, oh, I'm a water bender, I'm supposed to be working with water. Now you in your power, now you're in your element, and you working and moving, and you're stepping into your power and working just like that, working with the energy that you've been blessed with. All right. So we're going to start with the Archeo deck. The Archeo deck is archetypes, parts of ourselves that need to show up for today. And so the question is, with the first deck, is what part of ourself needs to show up for us today? And that's going to best serve us. Some parts we can consider good. Some parts you might consider negative. But sometimes you may have to be the bad guy in somebody's story. Your only destination is your path. All right, your path is your only destination. So sometimes you gotta look out for yourself so that you can sustain your happiness and your abundance. And add, okay, ooh, okay. And so I once I finish this, I open up for the readings, and then so look up cosmic technologies. Okay, cosmic technologies. I'm gonna screenshot this. In an app called Time Passages. All right. Thank you so much, Shaylee. IHD school? IHD. Okay. Once I get through the love section of the reading, I'll go back and I'll tap in for your, okay. I'll definitely go back and tap in with your question. I'll get your reading as well. All right. All right. So Archeo deck, what parts of ourselves needs to show up for today? What energy should we embody that will best serve us as we move throughout the day? What energy, what part of ourselves needs to show up as we move throughout the day? All right. The pleasure is all mine. I thank you so much. And peace and blessings to you. All right, so let's jump into it. So what parts of ourselves need to show up for today? First card we have is the Stair Climber. All right, Star Climber, the Star Climber. Now this is a card of embracing your independence and just saying, if people are looking at you weird and they're looking at you sideways and it's like, yo, they're just lost in their own world because you're focused on your star. You're focused on your spiritual ascension. Like, we all have a destination. We're all on our way home. But how far do you want to go in this lifetime? It entirely depends on you. Are you going to Are you going to get stuck on step 2 and then come back in another lifetime and just go up one step, and each lifetime just go up one step? That's on you. But for me, I want to go as far as I possibly can, and I want to turn into a star. You know what I'm saying? I want to see myself create a whole entire world. And so this is a card of just embracing your spirituality, focusing on your spiritual ascension, and rising as far as you can, and just letting everybody else shed out the way. But they're going to notice that, hey, they are so entranced on their journey, and as you should be. All right, so the first card that came out for us is the Star Climber. Next one, we have the Strategist. Now, the Strategist knows all moves possible, and it's like, man, I can take, boom, boom. There's an infinite amount of choices that we can make. The Strategist knows the outcomes and weighs them carefully. As you should. Well, this is saying that this is the part of us that needs to show up for today. So for today, we're focusing on our spiritual ascension, and also knowing that there's a lot of paths that we can take. There's a lot of things that we can say, there's a lot of things that we can do, but weighing the consequences of those will best be in our interest for today. You know what I'm saying? Because I can say this to this person, or I could not say it. You know what I'm saying? You could withhold some information, but you need to understand the consequences and severity of your actions. And then the last one for us that's gonna pop out, the last archetype for us is what's this? Is the Healer. I gotta cover up her chest. Now, whenever the Healer comes out, I always talk about this is a card of comfort and whatever it is that we may need in a certain time. And so the reason I always remember that this card is because the person, it's the breast, always stuck out to me in this card, but that's that pillow, that softness, and just resting into the energy. And so to tie up these three together, because this is for us, I'm just gonna say to ease into our spiritual ascension, because I know, and you know what I'm saying, and just being able to be patient with yourself, have some understanding and compassion for yourself, understanding that you are trying, especially if you're trying to better yourself and you're trying to further yourself along your spiritual path here. Some things aren't necessarily clear to you. Some things are just like, man, I have a headache right now, or I'm sneezing a lot. It's like it's like Spirit just wants you to rest and just be like, and just so that you can receive, just go ahead and meditate. And if you need some sounds, play the Reiki music sounds, or just pick a certain chakra. If you feel like that you're not able to speak up for yourself at a time, play some throat chakra healing music. Or if you don't feel like you're being creative enough, play some solar plexus chakra healing music. If you know what I'm saying, if you want to be more confident, or if you just want to, you know what I'm saying, take action on certain things, play some root chakra music, you know what I'm saying? So you can get your legs moving, like, so you can take action and move forward with certain passions that you may have as well. And so I know last time I laid back, and this was the first time I had ever did this, I had played some Reiki music and it came on and I ended up crying for so long. And I was like, man, I don't ever want to have this music playing again. But that was coming to my mind right now. But it's just like sometimes, and if you're not able to meditate just in complete silence, just having some of that stuff in the background music can help you just meditate and just help you sort through some thoughts. And it's going to have other thoughts come up as well. So these were the main three that came out for us. And then just making sure that we also, you know what I'm saying, weigh out whatever that you're going to say here, because I'm saying you want to ease into it, but you also want to play your cards right. You want to play your cards right and make the best move. And so we're going to add some tarot on top of this to add some clarification. But the next six cards are external influences and factors. The next six cards are external influences and factors. And so next we have the Arbiter. Now the Arbiter is, as you can tell, the helmet is covering the eyes, and you see the fairness right here with the scales, and the Arbiter speaks their truth without external influence. They don't care about what anybody else is saying, thinking, or this, that, and the third. They are speaking, and because you meditate, because you sit with your own thoughts and you're speaking freely from your own head and nobody's else influencing it, that's your truth, and that's where you should stand at. And this is also coming over top of the star climber. You know what I'm saying? And this is that solo energy focusing on that star. And you know what I'm saying? That this journey does get a little lonely, but you're gonna have to isolate yourself. Every prophet, every disciple, any great historical figure, you know, like they've gone off into the woods, isolated in a cave at the top of a mountain. They go isolate themselves, and then with their own thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and they get to talk to God. Next one we have is the jester. So more cards of, yeah, and this is external influences and factors, but you see, this is a card of speaking truth, and then this is another card of speaking truth, because the jester is the only person in the kingdom that can make fun of the king, that can talk about the queen, that can talk about societal injustices and make laugh at it. This is the comedian, but there's a little truth behind every joke. There's a little truth behind every joke, and you got to sift through that. But the jester pops up. The jester's going to talk freely. The jester can say whatever they want to say, and they can make joke and make fun of it, but they're highlighting an injustice, or they highlighting things that they can speak about that other people may be afraid or cannot, or just feel like they can't speak about. I'll show you so much, and you are correct. Someone that really knows really can see so much in the birth chart. Man, because I was, like I told you, I was interested in it, and I was reading one girl, and she was trying to get you some, like, she was like, man, it's too much, but I'm trying to get you some basics. And she's Asian, you know, so I just want to make sure respect, but she's like the Asian, you know, she's like, my culture, my community, it is bad feng shui to share your birth chart. And so if somebody's asking for your birth chart and it's on the third, they can really do some, you know what I'm saying, really look into like your energies and stuff like that, and people really try to delve into it. They astral project and do a whole bunch of stuff, and so protect your energy. You know what I'm saying? Stella. Oh, okay, that's another app. Man, I'm scared of you. For over a year? Whew. I've been doing it for a few months. Yeah, so, and especially with everything you're studying, you come into contact. Knowledge is power, but conversely, power is knowledge. So I know you're stepping into a lot. And so this may be something that you need to start doing, you know what I'm saying? Because like right now you're helping me, but you could definitely be helping others as well. And so even you just starting to get some channels and getting some content and videos together to really map out, like, all right, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all should, because everybody should, this is knowledge, we're here, we all should be on this. Because I plan on starting a school, man. Now I want to, there should be like a spiritual school, you feel me? There should be a spiritual school, like that, because I don't know that it exists, but there really needs to be schools where it's like, we focus on numerology, astrology, we focus on magic, we focus on alchemy, we focus on transmuting energy, we focus on gardening, we focus on life skills, we focus on fishing, we focus on hunting. Like, we focus on self-sufficiency and you know what I'm saying, stepping into our power of full creation, creating our worlds. Like, there should be schools like that. That's what schools should be, for real, for real. I don't know what the heck is going on now, but boom. See, you know what I'm saying? The jester popping up, talking about social influences and social injustices, the things that we may not think are right, and just, you know what I'm saying, speaking freely and talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Speaking our truth. Next, we got the lion card popping up. Now, the lion is a card of protection. The lion protects the used, misused, and abused, especially from authoritative, draconian rule. You know what I'm saying? This is that lion protector card from that. And because sometimes, I think somebody had said it just yesterday on Threads, talking about, how he said something about, who has control over you if you don't criticize them. I said, well, why are we criticizing other people in the first place when your opinion about somebody doesn't change their character? Just because you think about somebody in a certain way doesn't mean that that's their character, doesn't mean that that's who they are. So why are we criticizing people anyway? And then he's gonna talk about children and people who might have bosses. Well, I'm like, but somebody else came in the web. I'm gonna talk to my boss and I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Closed mouths don't get fed. And even children, if children actually start to have their power, like, yo, mom, I don't like this. Dad, I'm not feeling like the way what you just said made me feel a certain way. The way you just talking to me made me feel certain way. Children should be able to talk like that. They should have that power. Thanks. So thank you. Hey, got The moderator in here. Hey, what's up, Jessa? Swear it had me in timeout for about 6. Woo wee! Sat you down. Had you in timeout for 6 months? What was that like? What was that 6 months like? Hey, see, Jessa, go ahead and trigger me. All right, Jessa. She said when she asked me, she already know. When she says, "How are you?" I'm strong. I'm whole. I'm perfect. I'm powerful. I'm loving, I'm happy, I'm harmonious. Hey, she said, happy and that's your second day at work. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, this deck, I really love it. It's, you know what I'm saying? And those archetypes really pop up. And hey, we got friends here. Yes. This is our tribe. Yeah, so Shirley, that's Jessa. She just recently became and stepped up as the chat moderator. And so now we out here rocking and rolling. Welcome. All right, we got three more. I'm so glad that you had a great day at work. What's been going, like, tell me what made today so great? Is there one thing, is there interaction in terms of how you talk to? What made today so great at work today? So Shayla, if you don't know, Jessup, when Jessup first started coming to the channel, I was giving her readings and things like that, and to help her push through of her transition from one job to the next. And so now she has, because she was out of work for a minute, and then she got the new one. We coached her through that, and now she just started yesterday. Yesterday was her first day, and now she had her second day. She said she had a great day. So this is so awesome to hear that. I'm so happy that you had a great day. Yep. And saying those affirmations, man. Saying those affirmations every day, all the time, no matter what. Next one we have the Intimate card. Now, with the Intimate card, this is a card of, what I wrote down is whatever helps you sleep at night. And so this is the card of taking off the clothes. Taking off the clothes, taking off the hat, taking off the titles, and being really naked, you know what I'm saying, with the people and people around us, and whatever's going to help us feel comfortable, you know what I'm saying, because sometimes because we're not stepping into our power, because we're not speaking our truth, we feel a certain way. We're wearing certain clothes to project a certain image. We're saying certain things to project a certain outcome. And so this is the card of letting down all your guards and just truly being free. And as Ella May said, can you love me when I'm naked? Can you love me when I'm mad, when I'm sad, when I'm angry? Can you love me at those times as well? Not just the happy times. When I completely drop my guard down and I'm being insecure, can you love me at that time? And so this is a card of, you know what I'm saying? But whatever helps you sleep at night, whatever, if there's something you got to say or do, or there's somebody that you need to be around, this is that card of, this is going to help you sleep. You know what I'm saying? That's the card that's going to put you to sleep. Whatever it is. Even if you got to write some journal scriptures or something, there's some journaling and putting some stuff down on paper. You know what I'm saying? That's something too. Instead of, if you don't feel as confident enough to say what you want to say to somebody, write it down. Or if you're just super mad about something and you know that you don't want to react in a negative way, write it down. I remember one time I seen something, I was so mad and I started crying, but I didn't want to. I just started writing, and wrote that junk down. And by the time I finished writing, I felt different. You know what I'm saying? Next, we have the Hypocrite. Now, it's coming up in the outside. It's coming up on the outside, external factors here. Now, the Hypocrite knows all the laws of the land and uses them to his advantage for his self-serving interests. And so even with it popping up in the external here, you know how some people, because they do project and they may talk about you in a certain way, in which because instead of looking at you as inspiration, like to see how far you're going on your spiritual journey, instead of looking for inspiration as like, yo, they really tapped in. They really understanding themselves. They're really grounding themselves. They really know how to work with their energies and this and that third. They get jealous. They get, you know what I'm saying? They get mad. They instead of looking at you as inspiration, now they just talking about you, trying to put some doubt and fear, saying, oh, I don't think you should be doing this or this and the third. And it's like, okay, that doubt and that fear that you have is for you to wrestle with. I'm going to continue what I'm doing. All right, so the Hypocrite is popping up. The Hypocrite pops up, but that is a card of using the energies, frequencies to the best of for your self-serving interests. And the last card is the High Risk. Now, the High Risk card is a nostalgic card, a card of looking back over your shoulder. And every time I keep seeing this card is, you can't change the past, but you can change your future. And so that's where you should be at. And so this is another card of saying, you know, I learned a lesson. I went through this experience. I'm letting that go. All right. And it's like, that's the thing that you look back at the past for. You look back at the past and say, okay, this was a lesson learned. And so going forward, I'm going to move differently. I'm going to say this and third. So I'm not encountering, if school, Earth is a school, we're here to learn. I'm not going to continue to learn this same lesson. I need to pass this class. I need to get to the next grade. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whew. What's up? What's up? What's up in the chat? What's up in the chat? Shaylee, it was difficult. I could not find work for the life of me, or I would get a job and something crazy would happen. I wouldn't end up with a job. I did employment though. I knew the universe, yes, would take care of me, yup. And when people, if you really understand that the universe is gonna take care of you, like, then you really move differently. Like, yeah, I don't have to deal with this. You know that, because I've been saying it every day. People know that they deserve better, but they accept less. Self-reflection and shadow work, the key words right there. I am sure she was sincere in that compliment. Yeah, it's true. Word. Yup. Bet. All right, so let's now move to, during the day, we're gonna move from the Archeo deck to the OG deck. All right, moving to the OG deck. So, what energy should we embody for today? What is the advice for today? What is the advice for today? What is the energy we should be embodying? What is the advice for today? What is the energy we should be embodying? What frequency should we align to? What energy should we be aware of for today? All right, so first card we have is our Star Climber. All right, so why is the Star Climber here? With the Star Climber, we have the Hierophant. And this is a card of spiritual ascension. We have the boom, boom, boom. Those 3 tiers there. You see the 3 crosses there. And depending if you're like a psychology major, the ego, the id, you know what I'm saying, and the super ego. You know what I'm saying? And so, and then this is also a card of learning. This is also a card of learning because as you see, the 2 people here are coming to the Hierophant for advice, for guidance, for seeking. They're seeking the kingdom. They're seeking that star. So definitely, I like that. Definitely, that's where we need to focus. We're staying focused on that for today and delving more into. So you know what? The way I'm going to say it, because I'm saying here, just, you know what I'm saying? I'm reading for myself as well. With that, Shaylee, I will definitely, because with both of these coming up, a card of seeking knowledge from the Hierophant, and it's coming over top of the Star Climber. I'm definitely, because I haven't tapped into the astrology side, and so because you gave me those websites and apps, I'm definitely going to take some time out for today to begin focusing on astrology. And so then that's only going to make these readings more accurate, more powerful, because when I start to really understand the astrology, you know what I'm saying, understanding the moon cycles, understanding what's going on in the constellations and reading it that way, then I'll be able to definitely be able to tap in, tune in even more with this. And so thank you, Ashay, thank you. All right, now we have the strategist. All right, so why is the strategist here? Got the Ace of Wands in reverse. Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. And with the Ace of Wands, whenever I see reversals, I kind of look at the next card behind it. The next card behind it is a Queen of Cups. So now we got a Court card popping up. That could represent a person. But we don't like to see people. We don't like to see people pop up in reverse. So Cups is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and then now we got the Ace of Pentacles, and this is about our abundance here, this divine offering. So I guess it's something to be aware of. A person who's trying to manipulate, because cups is water energy, so an emotionally manipulative person, especially about what we're beginning and trying to do. And so how I'm resonating with this right now, yesterday I got with one of my friends and I cut up an outfit for her. She came through, I gave her a shirt, I cut the shirt up on her, I cut her pants and made a whole little outfit. That's one of the shorts that I made. So if you get a chance, check out the short. It's one of the last shorts I posted, and I posted it 3 times, but check that out. But I posted it on Instagram, and when I posted it on Instagram, I noticed that like, because that's something I'm stepping into, like fashion design and art, and being like a distressed artist, you know what I'm saying? That's why I woke up today and just cut this shirt and cut the sleeves off, took the collar off and things like that. And I'm moving into this space, but then I got 4 emails talking about your video has been reposted. I'm like, when was it getting deleted? So it's like somebody trying to manipulate what we're trying to get started here. Man. But why is that though? Because this leads to our abundance. Because it leads to our abundance here. The Pentacles is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that manifestation. I'm putting that out into the world. You know what I'm saying? I put something new, something creative out into the world. Yeah, that's what happened. That's exactly what happened to me this morning. I put something new, creative, fire, energy. You know what I'm saying? That's about your passion and your projects. Putting that out, and somebody trying to, you know what I'm saying, mess with it. And then what we have right underneath that though? The hypocrite. The hypocrite. Some people are so mad that you're so creative that you do so much more with less than they have. And I'm sitting here looking like, y'all got so much more, but you see me every day whipping it. You know what I'm saying? And why though? Because putting that out into the world, you know what I'm saying, creating that video and putting it up, that's our abundance. That's that attraction. That's coming from the divine. So they can't mess with it. They can't mess with it. They can't mess with it. They can't mess with an abundance. Do it. You mastered it already in past life. Then that's one thing I've been thinking about too. Like, if you look at, because I'm looking at the Ascended Masters, like Jehovah. Now I'm actually kind of forgetting their names, like Muhammad, Moses, all of them. But it's a couple other ones who are actually like, they were world-renowned psychic healers. There's one that is that's kind of like, he's escaping me. But they were really on something. They look into a crystal ball, and they was really world-renowned, traveling the world as a psychic healer. Like, they used to really tap into the energies. What his name is escaping me. Oh, but it makes me want to go look it up. But I'm gonna stay focused on the reading. But the one I kind of connect with is Serapis Bay. That's been my guy. Ooh, bottom of the deck. Got the High Priestess and the Hierophant popping up here. That's commitment. With the Hierophant right there, and the High Priestess right there. Come shake some. All right, let's see why we have the Healer. Why is the Healer here? There it is. Now we got that Queen of Swords, and this is coming out upright. The Queen of Swords does what? Speak that truth. The Queen of Swords definitely speaks that truth. And so now we got some air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And with this air energy, air is also what we're saying and what we're thinking. That's what Swords also speaks about as well. And so this is moving forward with clarity and truth on our healing process and our healing journey. And one thing I've been trying to get people to understand, healing isn't, you don't just pop in and say, whew, I'm healed. No, it's an everyday process. Healing is an everyday process. Every day we should be grounding, journaling, meditating, doing certain practices, so we're always transmuting energies, because things constantly pop up. You know what I'm saying? A negative thought and insecurity constantly is going to pop up or something like that. And so we always got to make sure we're transmuting those energies. That's coming over top of the Healer. The Strategist. All right, so with the Strategists, we had these ones. And so definitely being careful, because strategy is about knowing which moves to take, knowing the best move. Knowing the best move to take, and you got that queen. And now, you know, a queen, some people think the queen is the most powerful piece on the board. The queen does anything she wants. And you got a queen out here willing to do anything they want to manipulate, you know what I'm saying, our abundance and our brand new starting beginning. We got to make sure that we move smartly, move around that, you know what I'm saying, or completely just take it out. But we got to move around that so we can receive our abundance. We're going to ask some clarification to that. We're going to ask some clarification. Let's move to the... Let's go ahead and move to the shadow deck. Let's go ahead and move to the shadow deck. I'm sure she was sincere in her compliment as well, Jessa. Oh, so look, Jessa, you're not dominating the chat no more, huh? Jessa was in here like, am I dominating the chat? And now she quiet. Where you at, Jessa? All right, so now let's go ahead and move to the shadow side. Let's move to the shadow side. Let's move to the shadow deck to add some clarification. Let's move to the shadow side to add some clarification. All right, our first ones, we had the Star Climber and the Hierophant. So, why is the Hierophant here? Why is the Hierophant here? Three of Pentacles. So we seeing our abundance starting to pop up here. We got this Ace of Pentacles. Now with the Hierophant, you know what I'm saying? Focusing on this. Now we're getting clarified by the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is being recognized for your hard work and achievement. Three is an outward abundance. And you see the two people coming here to this person. Hey, how can we also get on this path here? You've been putting in a lot of work, Pentacles. You've been putting in a lot of work. You've been putting in a lot of work for your spiritual ascension, focusing on your star. And so now it's like being recognized for that. All right. Thank you. Let's go ahead. Now we're going to move to, we got the Ace of Wands, and we got the Queen of Cups, and now to the Ace of Pentacles. So I just want to see, and since it's three, I get three with that as well. Get those three as well. All right, I'm going to see. All right, we got the Ace of Wands in reverse. So let's see, why is the Ace of Wands in reverse? Death card, transformation, the end of one cycle, the beginning of another one. Thank you. We're coming out of one. We're ending a cycle, coming out of that and stepping into a new beginning here. You know what I'm saying? Ace of Wands been clarified by the Death card, transformation. And now what's the Queen of Cups? Why is the Queen of Cups in reverse? Justice, fairness, knowing that this is what we should be receiving here. And now why the Ace of Pentacles? That Four of Swords. Now with the Four of Swords, this is more air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and this is also a card of just resting. Not, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to do too much for our abundance because it's been divinely given to us. It's being divinely guided to us. Thank you. Four of Swords is a card of just meditating. Swords, remember, is air energy, thoughts. Meditating so we can receive it. Man, all of those just came out upright. Now, last one we have here is this Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Damn. This just fell out. All right. With the Queen of Swords right there, this shit just fell out. This Ace of Pentacles, and the reason I'm saying laughing because we already had the Ace of Pentacles. Double confirmation about our abundance coming in. And we ain't gotta do too much about it. All we gotta do, because we know Swords is air energy, that's speaking with truth and clarity. We know what's assigned to us. We already know that. We know exactly what's assigned to us. And again, we have the Four of Swords. 4 is a stable number. Rest. Just go ahead and receive, meditating comfortably. And yeah, those 3 swords are right there, but I got one right here behind me. So I'm comfortable. I'm good. I know that I'm going to be able to speak my truth. I'm going to be able to speak my truth and highlight any injustices. And without anybody external influences and factors, That's what, man, yeah. Yeah, taking it, saving just like that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's move to this love section and wrap this up, and then I'll open it up to the question. Okay, with the love deck, with the love deck, first two cards I read intuitively. The last card I read from the book, the first one is the energy that needs to be let go of. And the second one card is the energy that needs to be kept. And then the last one is the energy that needs to be learned. So the first one that needs to be let go of, the caregiver, 33, 3 plus 3 is 6. That's a card, that's a harmonious card. You know what I'm saying? And I've read the caregiver a couple times, but in this case, it's coming over top of, ooh, nice. We got a 333 popping up. The 3 of Pentacles, and this is 33, so 333, ooh. All right, so with the caregiver popping up, and this is the energy that needs to be let go of, just going on and...
You charge it? You use charger?
Yeah.
Oh.
You need it?
Yeah, when you finish.
Okay, I'll be done soon.
How long?
I'll be done soon.
You finish?
Soon.
Okay, you talk.
Okay. Say hey, Bailee. Bailee, come here. It's okay. Hey, Bailee, sit. Bailee. Let me sit. Thank you. Lay. Good job. Do I have one? All right. The caregiver was the first one. Was that this? Yes. The caregiver. This is the energy that needs to be let go of, and so we don't have to focus so much on everyone else right now. We can let go of, you know what I'm saying, for everyone else right now, and just and continue to go ahead and accept that part of us. So, and I think I already said, for me, I just need to make sure I'm going to tap in with studying some astrology for today. I am silent, as it's Shaylee's time. What is your life path number? Oh, mine's the same. Ooh, wow. So, my soul urge and my expression numbers, those are different, but the life path is a 5 as well. My life path number is a 5 as well. It's written in my book. I have all of the numbers written down. I added them all up, but I know my life path one is 5, but the other ones are different. And I know the numbers, I just don't know which one they're associated with. When I see them out and about, I'm like, that's one of my numbers, but I just don't know which one is associated with. All right, the next energy that needs to be kept. Hey, look. So energy that needs to be kept is the architect, which is number 5. I hope you can see it. I really want you to be it. I hope it focuses up. It's number 5 though. Damn, that's lit. The fact we were just sitting there talking about that. All right, so the energy that needs to be kept is the architect. And so an architect does what? An architect uses their logic and intuition. They are creative and they're the builder. They build houses. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to be an architect, you have to use both sides of your brain to build something in the real world here. And so that's the energy that needs to be kept, continuing to use our logic, mixing logic and intuition, and that's leading to our abundance here. We got to stay right there and stay in that energy. And so the last one is the energy that needs to be learned. And we were talking about the Ascended Masters. And with that, we have the Giver. This is number 29. Number 2 plus 9 is 11. That is an Ascended Master number. And what's coming up, what's his last one? That Ace of Pentacles with that Queen of Swords standing in our truth and with that Healer card. So I'm going to read that. The Giver. I don't know if you ever read The Giver as a book, but that was a dope book. In that book, the world was a utopia. The world was a utopia. Everybody saw in black and white. Nobody saw in color. But the giver did. The giver would touch the boy's back and he would say, this is what pain feels like. This is what love feels like. He would give the boy memories. This is what color is. This is what red is. The giver. Slow down the rhythm of your life and give yourself more time, more love and understanding. And make sure the patterns you have already created are serving you well. You can find that this is a good time to take on additional training. And those in such a position could be drawn to teach what they know. And remember, I just told you about you tapping in and figuring out how you can really start to teach people about astrology. Really laying out courses, beginner video. This, and I want you here doing 9 people are going to tap into that. I know for a fact I will. You see me a link, send me a video. You know what I'm saying? If you want my email, you know what I'm saying? Even if you want to put some stuff together and you want me to help critique it, even if you make some videos, because I've been doing a lot of video editing. So even if you make some videos and you want to send it to me to edit it, I'll edit it up for you and we can make some good content together if you want to, if you're with it. So we can put some, you know what I'm saying? We'll make a whole astrology playlist. You know what I'm saying? We can definitely do that. And those in such a position could be trying to teach what they know. Be wary of neglecting your own needs at the moment. The giver is committed to community and to the care and support of others and their surrounds. They are dedicated to creating strong, lasting legacies that can ensure the longevity of what they care about. The question, what do you hope your legacy will be? And that is power for us. When you really sit down and say, like, because and there's no more, you know what I'm saying? There's no more being scared of death is going to happen. Knowing that you're going to die, what do you know? What do you want people to say once you die? I knew this person as what? They were down here doing what? They were down here spreading what? Were you putting out positive abundance manifestations? Were you out here really controlling, creating worlds and empowering people, being the inspiration to the entire world? What were you doing? What do you want people to say about you when you're not around? Because at the end of the day, somebody can sit here and say X, Y, and Z, but at the end of the day, like, man, you can't take away this person's character. You can't take away what they stand for. That is power. What do you want your legacy to be? And so, Shaylee, I know you said you got a question. And you got 350. Look at that! What's up, Yara? What's up with you? I know I really need to do it. It is my life. Yeah, yo. Man, and Shaylee, whatever you need me to do to help you, whatever you need, however I can help you, even if it's just doing these videos and stuff, whatever you need me to do, if you want me to edit some stuff, anything, whatever you need me to do to help you keep it going, I'm willing to, I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to do that and help you, you know what I'm saying, spread that and get that. I'm so for that. All right, so let me go ahead and check the joint real quick. Okay, oh snap, okay, whoa, okay, what's up? Y'all right here tapped in. Confirmation, yup. There it is. There, look, just had to tap in, moderator, there it is. I'm loving it. All right, Shaylee. And so, Shaylee, a couple things. When you're ready, I'm about to clean up and put the cards back, Shaylee. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and put your question into the chat, and then I'll tell you which options, because you got two here. A general reading about love life? Okay. Which deck do you want me to use? You want me to just use just the OG, or you want the OG and the shadow? And then I'll also pull one from the, I'll pull one and one just because I love the energy that you've been putting into the joint. So I'm gonna pull a couple of them for you. I got you. So you want to generate about your love? I'm gonna pull one from the Archeo deck, which will be the archetype. Which part of you will best serve you coming up? That will best serve you coming up. I'll then pull. What you want to say? March 25th. March 25th, right here. Aries. Right along that Pisces cup. So it's a lot of fire and water. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fire and water for me. That's why I'm super passionate and I can be super emotional about stuff, but it's that fire and water, that's that duality, that's that yin and yang. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Can't beat it. Aries gang. It's 16. Hey. So, you know what I'm saying? This is how, so this is that going, I was supposed to be born on March 17th. I came out late. But this is how I know Bailee is my spirit animal. Bailee's birthday is March 17th. Her birthday is right behind yours. Bailee's birthday is March 17th, right behind yours. Yes, Bailee girl. Yeah. A lot of Aries gang in here. A lot of fire that's in the chat. A lot of fire that's in the chat. Good. Okay, baby girl. I have a lot of water in my chart, Pisces and Scorpio, and Mercury is in Aries. Yeah, see, I can't wait to like really start tapping into this so I can understand what do those placements really mean, like the Mercury placement or the Chiron placement, you know, the 11th house, 12th house. Like, I know they refer to like different parts of my life, you know, relationships and career, finance, and different things, and children, but I really want to tap into that. So that's why I stay here. Okay. Yeah, invitation knowledge. Yes, you will like it for sure. The knowledge with it is learning. That's why I stay here. Aries gang. All right, bet. All right, so Shaylee, you said you wanted a general reading, love life. Okay. All right. So let's start with the Archeo deck. I'm gonna start with the Archeo deck. And I'm just gonna pull one card for the Archeo deck to see what part of Shaylee, which version of Shaylee will best serve her in her upcoming love connection. Which part of Shaylee will best serve her in her next upcoming love connection? What energy should she embody? What frequency should she align to that will best serve her in her next love connection? Got the Magician popping up. Now, the Magician, and at the bottom of the deck is the Poet. So with the Magician is a card of seeing beyond what's present. The Magician has lived infinitely many lives, and so I think you kind of know if you definitely tapped in with this. Even with the Magician, everything is present. Everything is present, but it's a card of alchemizing and pulling the resource and what's here together to really manifest what we want to truly achieve. And so it's a card of seeing beyond what's present. And so you have, this is the part of you that will best serve you in your next love connection. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the poet. And now with the poet, this is a card of, what I like to say is that if you're the salt of the earth, then you also need to have some flavor within your speech. You know what I'm saying? Add a little salt to how you talk. And so we're definitely gonna jump into the tarot portion and add some more clarification to this. So what I would say for right now though, is that as powerful as you are and as this is, I would continue, because I've been on this wave of focusing on perfection. Because they be like, well, perfection doesn't exist. How the fuck does something exist but we talk about it? You know what I'm saying? What if the question, what if you gonna say they're gonna try to get you into heaven and they say, are you perfect? Because heaven is perfect and nothing imperfect exists there. So if they're like, you at the gates of heaven and say, are you perfect? And you say no. The fuck you can't get in here then, you know what I'm saying? And so I would say this part is best serving for you as you're coming up. So I would say focus, because it's a card of seeing beyond what's present. And so even that certain things may not look as it seems, it's like, you know what? I still think that this can exist. You know what I'm saying? Because if you exist, then your opposite has to exist. You know what I'm saying? And just being there focused, like, because you've been in isolation and hermit mode for so long. And so I definitely think you've been attracting a lot of energies. And so just being present and being aware of that, we're gonna look for the tarot portion next. But then with this at the bottom of the deck, I will also say, with that, speaking how you talk about your love life, I would want you to be careful about that as well. And so whatever thoughts may, boom, 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 when you talk, I want you to talk about your love life in the most perfect, beautiful way. And I just put my other journal away. But if I was to show you what I wrote down by my other journal, I said my wife will crave me intellectually and physically at all times. You know what I'm saying? I wrote down specific actions that she would take towards me. When I talk about my children, I'm talking about my future children and saying they will be obedient. They will be charismatic. They're going to be, you know what I'm saying? They're going to live creatively and still be able to be athletes, like being so specific about that. So I want you to take some energy and be in that as well. As you talk about your love life, because this is a card of seeing beyond what necessarily is present, what we currently see. It's like beyond that, knowing that, I want you to talk about your love life in a positive way and look for that. Because they say, you know, if you outside and say, how many blue cars do you see? Now your brain is all of a sudden looking at blue cars, looking for blue cars. How many Lamborghinis do you see? And the reason I'm saying Lamborghinis is because I like, that's my dream car. I want a Lamborghini. I want a Tesla. I want a Tesla. I want a Lamborghini. I desire a Tesla. I desire a Lamborghini. But it's like, I've been seeing mad Teslas now. It's on my mind. It's on my mind. I've been changing my mind. I need a Tesla. I need a Tesla. You know what I'm saying? And I keep seeing Teslas all the time. And it's like, what color Tesla do I want? And that's what I'm thinking about now. Do I want a white one? Do I want a black one? Do I want a red one? I'm seeing different color Teslas. And so it's like, start thinking about it and speaking about your love life in such a way that you really want to see. And then you're going to start to see the people. You might, I was just talking about this. Do I really like it? Do I really want to entertain and deal with it? So that's the first time. I'm taking too much time. I'm going to move to exactly what I'm moving to what we call it. All right, I'm gonna move to the tarot portion here. Okay, so what's coming next for Shaylee? What's coming next for Shaylee? You got the world, you got the big O, you got that opportunity right there. You got the Magician. That's your major archetype. Then with the world, Cause you know what I'm saying, this is what you've been waiting for. Cause they're like, sometimes you talk so much, now it's just time to receive and meditate and see what the universe is gonna put out and come back to you. You got the world. You know what I'm saying? This is that new opportunity, brand new opportunity, hope and inspiration. And receiving a brand new cycle. Yeah. Brand new cycle, brand new start. You know what I'm saying? Cycle, start, okay. And at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. And so you see how, okay, trying to make some connections here. At the bottom of the deck over here, though, was the poet. And that's why I said, whatever thoughts that you may be thinking, letting those go. But how are you talking and saying and speaking? That's what we need to make sure we focus on. You know what I'm saying? Because the Five of Swords is that conflict there and getting the upper hand through unfair advantage. And so definitely, I want to make sure that you're focused on how you're speaking. But right now, it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Keep speaking positively because you got the Magician. Now you got the World. And let's see, what's coming up next for Shaylee in love? No, that's that 5. But 5, remember, is your number. 5 is your number, remember? Yeah, the fact that you didn't say that and then 5, we done had mad 5 stuff to come out. All right, now you got this 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is coming in reverse. It's usually upright. This is a card of heavy burdens, but in reverse, no longer having to carry this heavy burden here. And so you got, remember, I studied numerology. 10, 1 plus 0 is a 1. That's a brand new start and cycle. And you just had 0. You had, boom, new cycle, start. Now you got this 1 here. No longer having to carry this heavy burden and just worrying about it so much. Wands is also fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. And then, let's get one more. Now you got the King of Cups upright. And now you got a court card popping up. Shit powerful to me. Shit lit to me. Now you got the court card. Now you got a court card popping up. You got the King of Cups here, and this is somebody who's going to take care. Cups is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but that also refers to our emotional heart space. And so this is somebody that is definitely going to take care of your heart. And we're going to add some clarification to this. Let's add some clarification. So, all right, why is the World card here? Now this is the 9 of Cups in reverse. You got the 9 of Cups in reverse. And so usually as that says upright, that's total wish fulfillment. But you got more cups coming out. And so let me see the next card right behind that 9 of Cups. It's another reversal. That's the Knight of Wands in reverse. 8 of Swords in reverse. And then 7 of Pentacles. And then finally the 2 of Wands. Okay, so what I would say is for you, for that first part, because I'll keep on the reversal so I can see this upright jump. And so it was the 9 of Cups in reverse. And so we see that there's this total wish fulfillment that we can achieve here. But then we had the Knight of Wands, and this is a fast moving energy. And so I'm going to talk to you in a sense because I've read a couple of this and that. I don't know if you ever read the Kabbalion. However, when you study certain principles, there is this this principle of the pendulum swinging, and it is very, what you gotta understand, when you're in isolation especially for long periods of time. Let me know when you get your Tesla, and thank you so much for saying that. Thank you so much for that. So when you're in isolation for a long period of time, when you remember the pendulum swings, and as high as it swings one way is as high as it will swing the other way. And so I'm going to tell you to be mindful, and it's because the way this is coming out, because we do see, what do? We do see a brand new start and beginning. We do see an effortless connection with a King of Cups here. However, then now clarifying it, now we have this, it's the 9 of Cups. Now 9 that's that manifestation. It takes 9 months to make a baby, you know what I'm saying? It takes nine steps for a manifestation to come about. We see total wish fulfillment. It's coming out in reverse though. And what else coming out in reverse? With this Knight of Wands, that's fast moving energy. And the Eight of Swords getting stuck in our head, getting out of our head about it. And then we had the Seven of Pentacles, that's earth energy. But this is also in reverse of card having choices, but now it's just focusing on that one choice here. And then it's the Two of Wands, finally upright. And it's the card of prepping and planning and waiting. You know what I'm saying? And so what my advice is to you from what just came out is, you'll have a beautiful, effortless connection that will be coming. Be mindful of being clingy. Okay? I want you to be mindful of being clingy. And especially when it's at the beginning. Because in the beginning, it can be very easy to just, hey, what you doing? Can we go meet this? Be mindful, you know what I'm saying? Especially because you're coming out of isolation. And you're going to want it once you find somebody who's nice and good that you're attracted to, and you know what I'm saying, they're taking care, you know what I'm saying, and they everything that you want. It can be easy to just take your time and just be mindful, and just be mindful that the same way that you have spent a year in isolation developing your own habits and routines. What I would say before, and this is the advice before, so that you're not going to be clingy. Establishing parts of your routine and say, because I know for me, like, I know how I want to start my day. I'm going to take an hour-long walk with Bailee, and then I'm going to do my YouTube live. You know what I'm saying? I know how I want to start my day. I know how I kind of want to end my day if I got the time. And there's some freedom in between that. And so I'm saying, get your routine and stuff set and ready so that you can say, all right, when this person comes into my life, I'm still going to be doing X, Y, and Z because this is my happiness. This is a part of my identity. I'm not going to compromise this for this person. Because it's easy to just, when you get to with somebody, you know what? And they might try to say, oh, well, you want to do it. And you're like, you know what? Hey, I've been doing X, Y, and Z, and this is a part of my happiness. This is part of my identity. This is my routine. This keeps me who I am. I'm not compromising this for myself. And so that you already know that you're not going to compromise it for yourself, and you know what to stand up for yourself in that sense. And the other part I want to say is that, and on the same time, for that person as well, that they should be established in who they are. We got a King of Cups. They kind of, you know what I'm saying? And so with a King of Cups, knowing what they want and being established in themselves, that you don't also try to dictate their time, their attention, and just letting the things flow. Because you had cups here. You had cups on both sides. And so just knowing that when I'm saying with the cups, just letting things flow a little bit easier as well, especially in the beginning. All right, especially in the beginning. And so that's what I would say here. So you had fire pop up twice. Oh, both of your fire cards came out in reverse too. The Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands. And we had cups pop out twice on both sides. A little earth, and then no matter of fact, fire 3 times because with this Two of Wands, and but that's in alignment. One here, one here. That's an alignment. Respect space and boundaries, and we can continue to move along together. I can still be spiritual, and boom, and you can still grow in your spiritual wave, and boom, and we can still together co-create. And then I'm gonna pull I'll pull a card from the love deck for you as well. And it's just something to be mindful of. For you and that person, have your own set routines and things. So it's like, I'm not going to compromise this for this person, and same for them. Like, they should have their own routines, habits, and their practices that they're not going to compromise. And so I'll get this last one for you. So this is just the advice in love. This is your advice in love. What is the advice for Shaylee in love? What is the advice for Shaylee in love? What is the advice? Got the companion. Got the companion. The companion is 15. 1 + 5 is 6. That is a card for a harmonious relationship, and I'll read it for you. So you have the companion, which is number 15. 1 + 5 is 6. And here's your message, and it has a question. So, relationships of all types are in focus at the moment, and one or more may need your closer attention. You may find by tailoring or combining 2 or more of your projects. Now remember, love isn't always just about, when we talk about love, it's just always in just a person. It could just also just, you know what I'm saying, the things that you're passionate about as well. But okay. You may find by tailoring and combining 2 or more of your projects, ideas, or plans, a more achievable result may be had. Other people and their needs are going to play a bigger part in any decision making. Remember, like you just said, be mindful of, hey, what do they have going on, and what do you have going on for yourself? Other people and their needs are going to play a bigger part in any decision making that you need to make or plans that you have in the future. Make sure that you are making room for others, being respectful of boundaries, as someone needs a little more of you at the moment. I'm not sure that is. You take how that goes for you. The companion is there as a shoulder to cry on, a cheerleader to spur you on, and a smile you can always rely on. The question: what are my most important partnerships and how did they form? Again, the question to you: what are my most important partnerships and how did they form? What are my most important partnerships and how did they form? That is a question for you to reflect on. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for trusting me. I enjoyed that read. I enjoyed that spread. That was nice. That was dope. That was dope. All right. Hey. Blended my heart up for a snack. Be careful about, you know what I'm saying? Be careful about people also rushing you. Be careful about people also rushing in on you as well. All right? Because it's like, why are you in a rush? What is the rush? We're going to get there. All right? Slow your roll, playboy. It's all right. It is all right. It is okay. Just blended my heart for a snack. Yeah. So be careful about that as well. So that's what I'm saying with the boundaries. So even if that part wasn't for you, also be mindful of somebody else trying to be clingy up on you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Because I know for me, I know in my next connection, I've been thinking about that too. It's like, man, me being psychic, me being intuitive, knowing that I spend time researching, educating myself, you know what I'm saying, and ascending. I need my isolation, and I do need my alone time. That's something I'm gonna have to make sure I communicate to my next relationship as well. Like, yo, I'm gonna need X amount of time to myself so that I can recoup, regather. And I think that was one, in my last relationship, that was one thing I think it kind of messed me up for real. Because I wasn't taking time out to isolate and get time to myself, I wasn't able to really pull my energies to step into my power. Like, I wasn't able to manifest and get my abundance back and really pull to see where my head should be at, yo. Man, don't do no blurry lines. No more. You better get clear. We had the reading, the first reading for us today. We had the Queen of Swords come out. That is clarity. Ain't no ifs, ands, or I'm gonna bend the rules and break the rules. No, because that's how it gets started. That's how. Yeah, and I think, and not to be of a whatchamacallit, but that's how it gets started. They figure out, how can I push this person? When are they going to bend for me? Okay, if they bend this time, are they going to bend again? And it's like, it starts just like that. That's how, you know what I'm saying, people step into your boundaries and really break you down. That's how an abuser can break you down, because they poke and prod. Where can I really get to this person? Oh, they let me in right here? Okay, now that I'm in here right here, what can I do here? And once you start to compromise who you are and your boundary, and you're not clear about it, that's when they start to take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? That's where you got to get clear about your boundaries, because an abuser will step in and they poke. And if you let them, and you let them slide, that's, oh, they let me slide, they let it slide. And then and the next time you check them, it's, oh, well, you didn't say nothing last time. Oh, well, what about this? And they started putting all this other stuff just because you weren't clear about your expectations and how they should be treating you, talking to you, and clear on your boundaries. Because if you let something slide, and you got to check them right then and there. Otherwise, they just, would you give them a mile and you give them an inch and take a whole mile? No sirree, Bob. You better check at the door. I'm getting clipped at the door. Oh, you just slapped my hand. For real, bro. But I mean, it's a lesson learned. We're all here to learn. We're all here to learn unconditional love. And the thing about unconditional love is we should also be loving ourselves unconditionally. That unconditional love isn't just for everybody else. Love yourself unconditionally as well. And so with that, I'm not compromising my boundaries for nobody. Forget that. Because I know that the person that I do have to end up being with, they're going to allow me to be me. They're going to give me my space and my time. They're going to still check on me, this, that, third. Oh, you need this, you need that. Okay, I'll let you. I'll be here. When you're ready to talk, I'll be right here. They're going to give you that time. Oh, I see that you're not feeling too well, you know? I'll give you some time, you know what I'm saying? And when you're ready to talk, you can come to me. I'll be right here. I'll be right here on YouTube. Oh, thank you. I really do appreciate you all for your time, energy, patience, and attention. You know what I'm saying? We're building a tribe, we're building a nation, and we're changing the narrative, we're spinning, we're pushing people in a totally different direction. So, there's as many people as we can pull, and we can get to, you know what I'm saying, cast our net, you know what I'm saying, pull people up towards spiritual ascension, pull more people closer to the light. I'm wrapping up right now. You came in good time. I'm cleaning up right now. Nope, I'm gonna get up.
Oh, okay.
You can get right here. I got you. Yep, you are always gonna get the information. When you seek, you shall find. You ask, you shall receive. All right. This has been another episode of Tangential Thoughts. I'm your host, Q, the Energy Sage. Please feel free to, yes, look at my last short that I posted. Look at my last short that I posted on the channel. Hey, can I give you my email too? Yeah, or I need your channel, man. I need your channel so I can look at the video you posted. Or just comment your channel, or just, you know what I'm saying, comment on one of my videos or something so I can find your channel after this so I can go look at your video, your astrology video. Let's create something. All right. So yeah, once you're finished with this, just comment on any video, and so I can go to your channel, I can see that video that you made, and we can work from there. As always, Tangential Thoughts is a guided journal that you can purchase on Amazon. Consider checking that out. And then when this thing get popping and going, and I got my Tesla, I got my see-through. Cause see, niggas ain't got, I desire and wish to have a see-through, clear, transparent, self-driving Tesla. And they already got a Jeep. They got a Jeep that they're working on that's gonna be water, that can go in the water and be like a submarine. They need to give me a submarine Tesla as well. I'm just manifesting and scripting. All right, you are. It's okay. I just want to see it. I just need to tap into you so I can send you my email so we can, you know what I'm saying, get some, so we can start to have astrology content and we can get your astrology channel going. All right. Have a beautiful, awesome, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, amazing time and day. Thank you so much for your time, energy, patience, and attention, and I'll see you again on the next one. Peace. Blessings. Ashe.